The city sleeps, but the frequencies wake. Breathing in the dark, exhaling the light. A slow tide of silver across the window pane. We are drifting through the quiet hours. The streetlights reflect on the wet pavement glass. I watch the blurry silhouettes of the midnight pass. The bass in my chest beats a slow, steady time, erasing the borders of yours and of mine. We sit in the quiet, the engine hums low. Nowhere to be and nowhere to go. The dashboard is glowing in ultraviolet hues. I am losing my center, I am sinking in you. Feel the rhythm rising up through the floor. Leave the heavy world outside of the door. Echoes in the shadows starting to sway. Watch the neon colors washing away. We are slipping through the midnight in velvet, caught inside a loop and we can't help it. Let the deep bass carry the feeling, staring at the lights dancing up on the ceiling. We are slipping through the midnight in velvet. Nothing else is real and you know that I meant it. Let the deep bass carry the feeling, and not and slow. It's the air we are breathing. The skyline fades out into a misty gray. The static on the radio washes the words away. Your hand on the console, my head rests in bed. We are tracing the lines on the endless black. A distant siren sings a soft lullaby, but all I can hear is your breath in my side. The world is a ghost town of concrete and wire, but here in the dark we are catching on fire. Feel the rhythm rising up through the floor. Leave the heavy world outside of the door. Echoes in the shadows starting to sway. Watch the neon colors washing away. We are slipping through the midnight in velvet, caught inside a loop and we can't help it. Let the deep bass carry the feeling, staring at the lights dancing up on the ceiling. We are slipping through the midnight in velvet. Nothing else is real and you know that I meant it. Let the deep bass carry the feeling, and not in slow. I see the reflection in your eyes, a subtle pulse beneath the flow. We leave the world outside the door. The rhythm catches in my chest. No need to speak, we know the rest. The silver shadows pull us deep into a dream where we don't sleep. Welcome to the indigo hour, where time is lost in the groove. We are blooming like a midnight flower, with nothing left to prove. Let the frequency wash over me, a warm and heavy tide. In the deep house of our fantasy, there's nowhere left to hide. The neon flickers through the blind, the loop of thoughts left far behind. Your silhouette begins to sway and washes all the noise away. A muted kick, a steady heart. This is the place where we restart. Electric piano sighs and falls, echoing against the painted gold. The rhythm catches in my chest. No need to speak, we know the rest. The silver shadows pull us deep into a dream where we don't sleep. Welcome to the indigo hour, where time is lost in the groove. We are blooming like a midnight flower, with nothing left to prove. Let the frequency wash over me, a warm and heavy tide. In the deep house of our fantasy, there is nowhere left to hide. Float with me in the velvet space. Let the melody dictate the pace. Every word dissolves into sound as our feet finally leave the ground. Breathing in where the millions are. Bathed in a name, set it alight. Welcome to the indigo hour, where time is lost in the groove. We are blooming like a midnight flower, with nothing left to prove. Let the frequency wash over me, a warm and heavy tide. In the deep house of our fantasy, we let the music be our guide. The kick drum slowly fades to black, a lingering echo calling back. We disappear into the dream, a glowing ember, a fading spark. I watch the headlights paint the window pane, golden rivers washing down the street. The world outside is dissolving in the rain, while we get tangled in the steady beat. Time is moving like a heavy tide, pulling the secrets from the atmosphere. There is nowhere left for us to hide, but I have never felt so weightless here. Waves of shade, colors blur, every silence is a quiet word. Close your eyes and let the bass drop low. This is the only place we need to go. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are a neon ghost right next to me. We let the tempo dictate how we move, lost in the center of the deep house groove. Nothing is real but the sound in our chest, leaving the daylight behind to rest. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are the only thing I want to see. The smoke is curling through the purple light, a quiet haze against the spinning fan. We surrender to the edge of night, drawing the map without a master plan. Echoes are bouncing off the painted wall, lounge keys ringing like a distant bell. I'm still willing to embrace the fall, under the magic of this midnight spell. Pictures shift, colors blur, every silence is a quiet word. Close your eyes and let the bass drop low. This is the only place we need to go. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are a neon ghost right next to me. We let the tempo dictate how we move, lost in the center of the deep house groove. Nothing is real but the sound in our chest, leaving the daylight behind to rest. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are the only thing I want to see. The kick drum fades and the air stands still. Voices are drifting from a distant hill, some to dissolving sweat like a rising sea, washing the gravity right out of me. Float is suspended in the ambient space, before the rhythm pulls us back to grace. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are a neon ghost right next to me. We let the tempo dictate how we move, lost in the center of the deep house groove. Nothing is real but the sound in our chest, leaving the daylight behind to rest. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are the only thing I want to see. Baseline whispers and begins to fade, rest in the shadows that the music made. We are just echoes in the silent dark, a lingering frequency, a glowing spark. Glowing spark. The city sleeps, but the wires are humming. A violet haze settles over the skyline. I can feel the floorboards breathing with the bass. Close your eyes and let the shadow take you. Streetlights flicker in a broken rhythm, painting silver lines across the empty room. I watch the headlights fading in the distance, swept away inside the quiet velvet gloom. There is a secret in the way the air is moving, a heavy warmth that wraps around the chilling breeze. I leave my worries at the threshold, oh, the doorway, and let the midnight drop me softly to my knees. The clock is melting, time is slowing down. We are the ghosts that wander through the town. The frequency is climbing up my spine. I leave the waking world so far behind, caught in the neon currents, drifting deep, where heavy hearts forget the weight of weak. The bass is rolling like a distant sea and washing every broken part of me. Caught in the neon currents, floating far beneath the static of a soulless earth. We use our shadows in the indigo, just ride the rhythm and let it all go. The glass is cooling on the edge of my table. Condensation dripping down into the dark. I trace the patterns of the smoke up to the ceiling and watch it scatter like a solitary spark. No need for speaking when the groove is softly guiding. The heavy sub is speaking languages we know. Through empty avenues our consciousness is gliding, illuminated by the running glow. The clock is melting, time is slowing down. We are the ghosts that Breathe in the cool night air. City lights bleed through the tinted glass. A steady pulse beneath the pavement. We are sinking into the midnight blue. The clock strikes 2 when the streets are bare. Still soft, I'm hanging in the heavy air. Street lamps painting gold upon the rain-slicked road, carrying the secrets that the midnight holds. I watch the shadows dancing on the dashboard light, losing all my worries to the velvet night. Every empty corner feels like hallowed ground, wrapped inside the rhythm of this silent town. The tempo rises quietly in my chest, soothing down a heart that cannot rest. We leave the heavy daylight far behind and let the driving bass line clear the mind. We are shadows in the neon glow, drifting where the nocturnal winds blow, lost inside a deep house dream, floating down a silver stream. Let the rhythm take control tonight, bathing in the ultraviolet light. No destination, nowhere else to be, just a steady heartbeat setting us free. A silhouette is moving through the purple haze, caught inside the beauty of this midnight maze. Reflections of the skyline in your quiet eyes, a universe of peace where all the tension dies. The engine purrs a melody so soft and low, synchronized exactly with the radio. We leave behind the echoes of the waking world, watching all the mysteries of the dark unfurl. The tempo rises quietly in my chest, soothing down a heart that cannot rest. We leave the heavy daylight far behind and let the driving bass line clear the mind. We are shadows in the neon glow, drifting where the nocturnal winds blow, lost inside a deep house dream, floating down a silver stream. Let the rhythm take control tonight, bathing in the ultraviolet light. No destination, nowhere else to be, just a steady heartbeat setting us free. Time suspends a moment in the atmosphere. Everything is distant, yet it feels so near. Whispers in the static, calling out my name. Nothing in the morning will be quite the same. Hold this fragile magic in your open hands, drifting through the hourglass, shifting with the sand. We are shadows in the neon glow, drifting where the nocturnal winds blow, lost inside a deep house dream, floating down a silver stream. Let the rhythm take control tonight, bathing in the ultraviolet across the empty glass. Low frequencies humming softly inside my chest. Just letting the cool night air breathe for me. Street lamps blur into ribbons of gold as the temperature drops and the pavement grows cold. I am drifting through canyons of concrete and glass, watching the shadows of yesterday pass. Your voice is a whisper caught up in the breeze, shaking the leaves of the silhouette trees. I dial the rhythm down deep in my soul, giving the midnight complete sweet control. The skyline is waking with electric sparks, lighting the corners inside of the dark. A sudden rush pulls the gravity away, leaving behind all the noise of the day. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night, losing ourselves in the ultraviolet light. Heartbeats sing to the rhythm of the street, where the ocean of stars and the atmosphere meet. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night. Everything heavy suddenly feels light. No destination, nowhere else to be. Just a deep house groove and this midnight sea. Oh, oh, Dashboard glows with an emerald hue, painting the silence I'm sharing with you. We trace the geometry drawn in the sky, watching the satellites silently fly. The world is asleep, but we are awake, riding the ripples the basslines make. Windows are down as we cut through the chill. Time slows around us, so quiet and still. The skyline is waking with electric sparks, lighting the corners inside of the dark. A sudden rush pulls the gravity away, leaving behind all the noise of the day. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night, losing ourselves in the ultraviolet light. Heartbeats sing to the rhythm of the street, where the ocean of stars and the atmosphere meet. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night. Everything heavy suddenly feels light. No destination, nowhere else to be. Just a deep house groove and this midnight sea. Drifting to the echo, drifting to the sound. Let our feet lift softly off the ground. In the spaces between the hi-hats and the bass, we have finally found our hiding place. Wash away the worries, dissolve into the air. Nothing else matters when we are floating there. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night, losing ourselves in the ultraviolet light. Heartbeats sing to the rhythm of the street, where the ocean of stars and the atmosphere meet. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night. Everything heavy suddenly feels light. No destination, nowhere to speak. Just a deep house groove and this midnight sea. just let it all go. Time is just an illusion we break. Every breath is a chance we can take. Higher and higher we drift from the ground, lost in the euphoric waves of the sun. Can you feel the pulse inside your veins, washing away all the shadows and meet me out on the velvet horizon, where the music is all that we know. Hold my hand while the bassline is rising, until you're on a radiant glow. We are infinite, riding the ocean, riding a clever, pretty circular motion. Meet me out on the velvet horizon, don't wait for look back, just let it go. The rhythm fades into the silver dawn, a lingering echo when the night is gone. We found our peace inside the hollow space, suspended forever in a state of grace.
The city sleeps, but the current pulls me under. Static breathes through the open window. A distant rhythm echoes in the dark. We are just floating in the frequency. Street lights bleed into a velvet sky. As the midnight air begins to sigh, I watch the silhouettes begin to blur, lost inside a world without a word. The heavy bass is knocking at the door, a shadow dancing slowly on the floor. You whisper secrets to the empty room, while silver moonlight cuts across the gloom. The walls are falling to an ocean wave. There is a feeling that we cannot say, a rising temperature, a subtle shift. I close my eyes and let my spirit drift. We are fading into neon shadows, where the rhythm is the only truth we know. Caught inside the spaces in between, living like a lucid waking dream. We are fading into neon shadows, letting go of everywhere we have to go. Sink into the center of the sound, until our feet are lifted off the ground. The hour turns to something undefined, leaving all the heavy thoughts behind. A sudden spark ignites the quiet space. I read the hidden stories on your face. The tempo drops into a steady crawl. We lean into the magic of it all. No gravity to hold our bodies down, just phantom echoes in a sleeping town. The walls dissolve into an ocean wave. There is a feeling that we cannot say, of the day. Let the indigo and violet play. Every heartbeat synchronizes perfectly, flowing outward to a secret sea. Time is just a memory we lose, wrapped inside these solitary hues. We are fading into neon shadows, where the rhythm is the only truth we know. Caught inside the spaces in between, living like a lucid waking dream. We are fading into neon shadows, letting go of everywhere we have to go. Sink into the center of the sound until our feet are lifted off the ground. The pulse gets weaker, fading out of sight. We melt into the fabric of the night. Just a whisper in the glowing dust. Shadows fading, leaving only us.
static of the quiet night. Soft pulses moving through the hollow space. I can feel the atmosphere begin to shift. Everything is weightless in this hidden place. The city sleeps below a blanket of silver mist. I am standing on the edge of something I can't resist. Neon reflections bleeding out on the wet concrete, following the steady rhythm of a distant heartbeat. We leave the very shadows of the world behind, searching for a frequency that elevates the mind. Every breath is a vapor melting into the air, send away the remnants of a quiet despair. The barrage is like a tide, pulling us near, dissolving every single doubt, erasing the fear. I close my eyes and let the sound wash over my skin. This is the moment where the beautiful colors begin. We are diving into liquid light, swimming through the endless night, caught inside a perfect dream, flowing down a glowing stream. We are diving into liquid light, everything is feeling right. Let the bass drum guide the way. We are never going back today. Stripped down to the barest echo of a whispered word, the sweetest silent melody that I have ever heard. Your hand in mine as we glide across the empty floor. We have found the hidden key to a forgotten door. The bassline breathes a living thing inside us, just a sanctuary where our roaring souls can rest. Affected older, dance in your open eyes as we ascend into the velvet of the midnight skies. The temple measures like a tide, pulling us near, dissolving every single doubt, erasing the fear. I close my eyes and let the sound wash over my skin. This is the moment where the beautiful colors begin. We are diving into liquid light, swimming through the endless night, caught inside a perfect dream, flowing down a glowing stream. We are diving into liquid light, everything is feeling right. Let the bass drum guide the way. We are never going back today. Higher hair past the end of ceiling line, where the sacred constellations perfectly aligned. I can hear the echoes in the sin of the silent chords, speaking in a language that is deeper than words. We are breaking through the ceiling of the stratosphere, and the vision of tomorrow is beautifully clear. We are diving into liquid light, swimming through the endless night, caught inside a perfect dream, flowing down a glowing stream. We are diving into liquid light, everything is feeling right. Let the bass drum guide the way. We are never going back today. Fading out into the colors of the dawn, just one single heartbeat echoing on and on. The liquid light remains alive inside of me, drifting away into the silence, peaceful sea. The city breathes out a heavy sigh. Static lingers in the empty air. I close my eyes to catch the rhythm, sinking down into the violet dark. Streetlights bleed into the damp concrete. A quiet hum beneath my heavy feet. The world above is locked behind closed doors, while shadows dance upon the polished floors. I trace the skyline with an idle hand, a lonely ghost inside a sleeping land. The glowing sounds are fading to a bird, and everything is softer than it were. Feel the frequency rising up through the ground, lost inside the space where we cannot be found. The echo of the night is a beautiful sound. Let the heavy gravity pull us around. Caught inside the velvet midnight pulse. Nothing else matters, nothing else. Drifting on the waves of synth and gold, watching as the mysteries unfold. Caught inside the velvet midnight pulse, shedding every layer that is false. Breathing in the rhythm, breathing deep, falling through the waking world to sleep. A passing car becomes a distant wave. The empty avenue becomes a cave. I find a sanctuary in the tone, and a little piece of heaven on my own. The amber glow is washing over me, a silent ship upon an infancy. I leave the echoes of the day behind, and let the bassline settle in my mind. Feel the frequency rising up through the ground, lost inside the space where we cannot be found. The echo of the night is a beautiful sound. Let the heavy gravity pull us around. Caught inside the velvet midnight pulse. Nothing else matters, nothing else. Drifting on the waves of synth and gold, watching as the mysteries unfold. Caught inside the velvet midnight pulse, shedding in the air at its false. Breathing in the rhythm, breathing deep, falling through the waking world to sleep. Close your eyes, let the silence break. Every breath is a chance you take. Suspend the time, let the colors blend. We are floating where the shadows end. Can you hear the heartbeat of the street? Where the uplifted spirit echoes me. Caught inside the velvet midnight pulse. Nothing else matters, nothing else. Drifting on the waves of synth and gold, watching as the mysteries unfold. Caught inside the velvet midnight pulse, shedding every layer that is false. Breathing in the rhythm, breathing deep, falling through the waking world to sleep. spaces between the stars. A single voice echoes through the atmosphere. I seal the freak waking up the dark. The heavy silence suddenly disappears. The night falls like velvet on the concrete ground. I am chasing shadows where the echoes used to sound. There is a rhythm hiding in the empty street. I feel it moving under the soles of my feet. A gentle whisper wrapping around my shivering skin, telling me exactly where the magic will begin. I close my eyes and let the colors flood my mind, leaving all the weight of the broken world behind. Tempo rises like a tide inside my veins, washing away the memories of all the endless rays. We are aligning with a higher glowing plane. I hear the universe calling out my name. We are the echoes in the blinding light, burning like colors through the endless night. No gravity can hold us on the earth today. We let the frequencies carry us away. We are the echoes in the blinding light, turning the darkness into something bright. A million voices singing in the atmosphere. There is no sorrow and there is no fear. The neon flashes paint a map across the sky, guiding the travelers who are not afraid to fly. I feel your heartbeat syncing perfectly with mine. We are connected by invisible design. The bass is rolling through the center of my chest, putting the chaos of the waking hours to rest. We drift together through the oceans of the sound, feet are levitating, chains off the ground. The tempo rises like a tide inside my veins, washing away the memories of all the endless rays. We are aligning with a higher glowing plane. I hear the universe calling out my name. We are the echoes in the blinding light, burning like comets through the endless night. No gravity can hold us on the earth today. We let the frequencies carry us away. We are the echoes in the blinding light, turning the darkness into something bright. A million voices singing in the atmosphere. There is no sorrow and there is no so tight.